Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport. Hey, we're on a different screen today. I'll tell you why. Basically, I've been wanting to show you guys this screen for a little while. I like to sort of check in every now and then and see where the big transfers are. Obviously, Pietro Pellegrini to Man City for 160 million, but Harry Kane to Man United for 157 million. And that was 5 years ago and all. So yeah, quite a lot of big deals. Now, one that stood out to me, because I always like to see a slightly more obscure one. Chiesa, he almost always joins Man United or PSG whenever you do a save, I find. But the one that stuck out to me as a little bit interesting is Lewis Cook to Man City for £84 million. Now, when I checked, that was big. But I saw a news article a couple of days ago, and would you believe, Lewis Cook is now playing for Paris Saint-Germain. And yeah, looking at his career stats, he signed for City for £84 million, and now he's signed for Paris Saint-Germain for 76 million. So Lewis Cook's already attracted over 150 million in transfer funds over the course of this save so far, which is very interesting, and it's nice to see something a little bit different. A couple of little bits. There have been some ins and outs during the transfer window so far, which we'll talk about in a minute. But Fazic has signed a new contract. He's been performing very, very well lately, and I figured it was about time he got one. However, he is on a lot of money for us. Like, by our standards, he's on nearly £9,000 a week. He's basically on the maximum I could give him in everything in order to get him to stay. He was very, very on the fence about it. But we've got a 15 mil release clause in there, so if we were to lose him, 15 million would be quite a lot of an investment to get back, considering we've paid nothing for the player in the first place. But he does look bloody great at the moment. And not only that, but we also had a £4 million bid for John Okoro from Hoffenheim, and he was very set on going. I had to ask 4 different members of the squad to talk to him. Now, you'll always get the chance to get one player to talk to him, but make sure, if that one fails, go into your dynamics and talk to your team leaders and get them to do it as well. Eventually, I think it was Regan Booty that convinced him to stay. Obviously, the Booty man doing his part, but Okoro is now happy to stay because that was just the initial offer of £4 million. I could have obviously bid them up a lot more than that and put some clauses in, so maybe up as far as 7 or 8 million for John Okoro, and you can see why, because he's really stepped it up after a slow start this year. Anyway, games off camera to talk about, and then we'll do the ins and outs before the Leeds game today. Actually, before that, just a couple of little rumours. You can't go wrong with a rumour. Rumour has it Keith Burton was meant to be an extra in the Harry Potter films, but was axed because of his wand of his left foot was the strongest magical item in the universe, easily besting Voldemort and Harry Potter himself. So, not only is he an uncle, but he's a wizard too. I mean, what more do you want? So, directly after that disappointment against Norwich, we did actually get in a good performance. And this is the thing, it wasn't like a scraped little win against Millwall, although they did still manage to score with one of their very few shots, which did annoy me, but there you go. With Cameron Hanger scoring the goal for them, which is quite nice. Didn't think he used to play for Oxford. But we still battered them on the night in terms of chances and did get the win. Goals for Regan Poole, John Okoro and Liam Miller. You'll see what I mean about the confusion, because when John Okoro put us 2-0 up, insta highlight, bang, back in the game. Thankfully, Liam Miller got one from a corner late on. Regan Poole got a goal from a corner and an assist from a corner in this game. He has stepped in when he's been needed to, obviously, because John Gray was suspended, and done a bloody excellent job this month. He really, really has, and the win, most importantly. Next up, we actually had a very, very tough game at home to Southampton, who were right on the outskirts of the playoffs and bombing up the league. However, they had just sacked their manager before this game for some reason, so Riley Jaidi was actually in charge of Saints in this one. Jack Harrison gave them the lead early on. At that point, I just threw it on attacking. I was like, we're not having that. Then we were able to turn it round. A goal for Juro Bosets, 2 goals for John Okoro yet again. He also assisted a goal in this game too. We then made it 4-1 through Regan Poole, which was nice. Another goal from a corner for him, which is good. And then Emil Smith-Rowe got one back for Southampton, but a 4-2 victory. This was a bit closer in terms of the game, but at least we scored goals. John Okoro, 2 more goals and an assist. Next up against Sheffield Wednesday, it was much, much tighter again. Much like the Southampton game, these games probably could have gone either way, but just having superior attacking instincts just seemed to work for us. John Okoro put in yet another man of the match in this game with a goal and an assist. We fell behind, shoved it on attacking, just because that just seems to be what the weird thing is. When I've started off like that, we don't look that great, but when you fall behind and we go on attacking, then the players spring into life. Very odd. Miller equalised for us before Bosas put us back in front. John Okoro made it 3-1 before a late goal from Damian Szymanski, not the same Szymanski that played for Norwich. Bit annoying, shot from the edge of the box. Molden should have done better, but he didn't. Ethan Laird was phenomenal in this game, but again, John Okoro, huge play for us this lately. No wonder he's attracting interest from Hoffenheim. He's phenomenal. But 3 straight wins, thank God. But those were all home games. We really did need to demonstrate to me that we could get an away win, and we thankfully were able to do that. Once again, fell behind. But then we hit them with an onslaught before half-time. Adam Ida with a goal, Frano Fazic with a goal, and Sami Benamar to wrap one up late on in this game. He was actually really good. He was man of the match, lots of key passes for him. Great work. Fazic again was phenomenal. Even when playing deeper, he was still able to score a goal. I'm starting to prefer him to Callum Gribbin in that role because he just gets goals. That's the difference between him and Gribbin. Gribbin's got goals from free kicks, but Frano Fazic has those open play goals. He just needs to be a natural in that position or wherever I put him. Also, worth noting that Erik Thompson Svenningsson made his debut in this match because we had to rotate the side so massively because there was a 1 day gap in between. So he got on the bench and he also made himself a first appearance for us. Made a key pass as well, so well done, Eric, my son! Then we had the FA Cup against Rochdale, a really strange one. I started this one on attacking, and we flew out the traps. Fazic's goal on 4 minutes, he then dispatched a penalty on 12 and got himself man of the match. But we didn't really do a lot after that. Lots of shots, lots of chances, but just no real cutting edge. It was a bit disappointing, to be perfectly honest. I was very disappointed in the lads. I thought they could have done a lot better against Rotherham. We've got Blackburn in the 4th round, but we got 80 grand for going through, and that's the main thing. Unfortunately, though, we were brought crashing back down to earth again with a 4-2 defeat at Villa Park. This game started off pretty well, to be honest. We took the lead through Duro Bosets after just 4 minutes on the clock, Okura with the assist, and things were going nicely. They then took equalised through Juan Cho. Unfortunately, they were really good from corners in this game. Not that we can talk, we do it a lot, but they equalised from a corner kick before we went back in front. I don't think it was from a corner kick, actually. It might have been from the second phase, because Davidson's shot hit the post, deflected back to John Gray, and he put it in. 2-1 up at half-time, I thought. No, apparently not. Insta highlight, Scott Hogan straight from the kick-off, 2-2, and then they scored from a corner directly before half-time, and it was 3-2. And just out of nowhere, they were in front. But they were playing pretty well at the time. Even worse news is that Liam Miller hobbled off after 32 minutes, and he has broken his foot and is likely to miss 4 months. He's probably gone for the rest of the year, and I do worry because Miller is so important to the way that we play. I'm genuinely concerned now. I mean, just look what happened without him. They then got a penalty and did that, and Regan Poole's red card did not help one iota. Not a good performance, not a good game, thoroughly deserved the defeat. And all of that leaves the league looking like this, despite us winning 4 in a row at one point. Just bear that in mind. 4 in a row, we're still only 3 points clear of Bournemouth. They are like the Terminator at the moment. I strongly believe that Bournemouth are going to win this league, and they're going to do a Barnet to us. But I believe that we're going to end up getting like the highest ever second place points total in the Championship. I don't know what that is, but if someone could let me know what the highest points a team has ever got in the Championship without winning the league, because I guarantee you that's what we're going to end up on. They just look unstoppable at the moment. Thankfully, Fulham have been a little bit iffy since the 4-0 against us, and we have managed to pull the gap over second to 9 points, and that's kind of what matters to me. But Bournemouth, bloody hell, they are something else. They've been putting 4s and 5s past people regularly. So first sale, Paris Magoma is gone to Bristol Rovers, £140,000 with a 50% of next sale fee clause. He wasn't going to get game time for us anymore. I don't think he played a single game for us, maybe once this season, so I felt it was a good move because his contract was up soon anyway. 140 grand plus the 50%. Cameron John's gone out to Charlton for, I think, £14,000, which seems a bit light, but I just wanted to get the wages off the bill, frankly. And, of course, we got a 50% clause in that one too. And Josh Doherty's gone to Port Vale for £8,000. Same clause, just getting people off the books that are just never going to play for us and get a little bit of money. There have been some loan signings as well, loan outs as well, like Grimshaw and people like that. Stephen Shanahan now has joined us, the Irish goalkeeper I told you guys about. I'd like to bring him in to be our sort of number 2 fairly soon, because I feel like he's got that mad potential. This is also Roland Kipre, who is an Ivorian, who I don't know how I got him in the scouting report. He just appeared there, and I wasn't allowed to scout him, but when I looked at him, I already knew enough about him. I assume it must have been some tournament my scout was at, but I thought, you know what, for 20 grand, it was worth taking a punt. Now, he doesn't have a work permit, but I'm going to try and get him out on loan. Is it still Belgium that you want your affiliate club to be in? Because we're going to have to build that up once we get to the Premier League, but that's the sort of thing we might have to do. So no work permit, we're going to get him out on loan if we can. And finally is Craig Palmer, who's coming for free from Cardiff Met University. He looked pretty decent, so I thought, you know what, let's take a punt, bring him in on a free transfer. You can't really go wrong there. But today we host Leeds. Leeds just outside the relegation zone, Leeds. Bristol Rovers at one point did drop in, but they've pulled themselves back now. Birmingham look pretty much dead. Everyone else is fairly level. Stephen Gerrard now managing Leeds. I swear he's managed like 5 clubs in this save already. So, not great is the fact that Poole and Gray, the suspensions and injuries, which is not great. I don't know why. Is he both? Oh no, he's injured. So Miller's in. There's going to be a few changes. Oh god, this is a problem. Some people did say the idea of Mikic playing as oh god, I wish I hadn't sent Martin Grimshaw out on loan now. He could have actually done a job. I just wasn't expecting this to have the situation. So it might be Basic and Mikic. Mikic is 6'4", to be fair, so he might well be able to do a job at centre-back, but I do worry a little bit. Booty Davidson, Fazic, Okoro, Bossets. Nerfil has actually pulled it back a little bit. He's starting to just outperform Keith Burton, so I'm giving him his chance. So that's the lineup on the bench: Bryn, Burton, Amar, Ida, Bridges, Gribben and Chris Thorpe. You know we're getting desperate because Bruno Bridges is back on the bench, bless him. This is not one of these games where we can settle for a point. We need to go out there and prove a point because of the result against Aston Villa. We need to step it back up again. I know we have outrageously high standards at the moment, but we kind of have to be because Bournemouth really are quite something. Considering what they were last season, it's fair to say. Mikic is quite fast, though, I think, too, which could give him a bit of help. Townsend to the edge of the box. Kamar Roof. Oh, please not another long-range strike. Blocked. Get out to Townsend. Good. Trailing at home to Leeds after 1 minute in the match. It's the perfect start, and it's a start that's been so prevalent lately. Like, we've conceded so many early goals, and then I throw it on attacking and they're great, but then the one game I tried to do that from the start, we didn't do so well. It's a weird one. Although, to be fair, the one game that we scored first was against Aston Villa. Right, straight off the bat, we might as well just do what I've been doing in these matches, and that if we fell behind early, we just go straight to attacking, because it just seems to be what does the trick in the end. Happer. Got to keep an eye. Oh, that's poor. No, it's not. Got to keep an eye on the other fixtures too at this point. Okoro, can he dig a cross out? Ball in. Ennis! If that's Liam Miller, I think that's a goal. And that therein lies the difference between the two of them, which is pretty impressive for an attacking midfielder. That it's 2-0 to Leeds. And that was all Louis Molden. Perry Happ's now scored twice. I don't even know what happened here. Townsend's ball in. Happ just gets across and then... Did that deflect or not? It just looked like Molden didn't bother to try and save it. It is truly incredible. And it sort of sums up the way that we've played towards the end of... Oh, God. Oh, God. Bloody hell. We're going to go get stuck in and counter-press on them. We have to come up with something. I know it's only half an hour play, but we're 2-0 down. Like, I know we regularly score 3 goals, but we shouldn't have to do it in every game. Laird. Okoro. Oh! John Okoro. This is what I mean about him. He's just on an absolute right one lately. He's just been in on everything. He's doing things that he shouldn't be able to do. He's just pulling things constantly out of the bag. This is unbelievable here. Just the way he sets himself, just controls the ball and stops and then goes, oh, all right, then bottom corner it is. 15th goal of the season for John Okoro. We're back in the game on half an hour. Right, we've got to hope that Fulham and Bournemouth also drop points. Fazic is all the way through. Saved by Duggan. Okay, now let's go. That needed to be an equaliser, really. Fazic just put those away regularly. Why does Okoro keep... Oh! Like, we've got the short player there for a reason. And they just keep putting it straight in the box. And now it's... Oh my God. There was a passage of play like that in the Sunderland game as well, where we had literally 5 shots in the space of like 10 seconds and they all either were saved or hit the bar. Oh, mother almighty. It's 3-1 to Leeds in the first half. We just, I don't know, the chances being taken just aren't being taken. They just allow him all kinds of... 3 players get drawn in and Happer now has a first half hat-trick and we're 3-1 down to Leeds. It's truly terrifying that this is actually... Right, Fazic, let's go again. Get a goal back before half-time and there's still a chance. He's got so much space for Okoro. We've got men surging to the back post. He has to dig one out. He does. And Ennis... He's hit the post again. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know where to go from there. The amount of chances we had in that first half was absolutely fantastic and normally would yield us a couple of goals. And... to concede 3 goals. We've just refused to take our opportunities in this match. That's the key thing for me. We've had enough chances to score 3 or 4 goals. Going to have to rely on this right-hand side with Okoro. Probably come up with another humdinger booty. He's going all the way through. Goes for Nerfield. Can he square it for someone? He does. Okoro! Saved again. And Ipswich are 2-0 up over Bournemouth. This is our chance. Therein lies the most frustrating part of this, is that this is our opportunity. With Bournemouth actually losing... Free kick, hits the post and deflects into the path of Ryan Woods, who dispatches it. We're 4-1 down at home to Leeds. Unbelievable. Good goalkeeping there, Molden. I like the way he dived for that and didn't just leave it to hit the post. It's 4-1 Leeds. Unbelievable. Right, we're going to very attacking. Laird. A goal back now, and there might still be an outside hope, but we're not going to win the game, are we? Okoro, he's done it again! Stockport 2, Leeds 4. John Okoro's 2nd goal of the night, and now we're able to score a goal. I mean, at least we're not going to lose any ground. Like, that's the key thing here. But this was an opportunity to take a 6-point gap over Bournemouth and extend the gap over Fulham potentially to 11 points. And we're really mucking it up massively here. Here we go. Let's keep this one going. Bruno... Wait, what? Why is Bruno Bridges on the pitch? What did I do? Oh, God. I must have dragged onto the wrong player and put Bruno Bridges up. Well, that's really messed it up. Now I can't make another substitution. Oh my God, that's my fault completely. I just thought I dragged... That is how Ian Murphy ended up playing as a centre-back for us before. Right, let's keep going. Ball in. Davidson. Davidson saved by Duggan. Okay, let's keep going. 25 minutes of this. If nothing else, the very fact that... oh my God, I thought they were going to get another one. The very fact that Bournemouth and Fulham are at a draw at the moment, but they are down to 10 men, so potentially we could lose nothing from this. And just as I say that, Fulham have now scored with 10 men against Sheffield Wednesday. Nothing happening towards the end here. It's going to be total nonsense. Not nonsense, really. Leeds probably deserve... I don't know. We just missed so many chances in this match. John Okoro scores yet another 2 goals. But the Perry Happ stuff in the first half and then the Ryan Woods goal, just... I mean, sometimes you're just at a loss for words to suddenly... Again, it's like, words. What are words anymore? John Okoro now onto these charts as well with 16 league goals this season. He's just come out of nowhere and become our best player. But I seriously think we're going to miss Liam Miller. I think that could be the real problem for us towards the end of the year. The lack of Liam Miller could cost us dearly. Well, you know what the next episode's got to be? It's got to be Bournemouth. We might do a Bournemouth Derby County double, because why the hell not? We are... away, well, actually, is that 4? No, it's 3 games off camera. We can do Bournemouth and Derby County double. Away at Bournemouth, that is going to be crucial, because I think if they win that and actually start to get a bit of a foothold ahead of us, then it could be curtains. God, we've been on a weird run lately. We get these weird runs. That's back-to-back 4-2 defeats. Strange. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, just, hey, sometimes FM's gonna FM. We didn't play that well, frankly. Certainly didn't against Villa, and against Leeds, we didn't play that well overall, but the chances we created definitely should have yielded more than they did. Anyway, if you have enjoyed it, drop a like on the video, that'd be great, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll join you guys in the next episode for hopefully a double between Bournemouth and Derby County as we continue to plod along towards the top of the league. We're going to need to pull up some tree stumps and hope that maybe Bournemouth hit a rough patch. That's all I can think of. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.